Welcome to Security Highlights. My name is Nathaniel Dick. I manage the cybersecurity for Dornworks. This episode, we are going to talk about phishing and give some ideas on how an organization can stay safe from phishing attacks. According to Cisco's 2021 Cybersecurity Threat Trends Report, approximately 90% of data incidents are caused by phishing. Numerous other studies indicate similar findings, specifically pointing to the role employees play in cyber incidents. Whether we like it or not, most cyber incidents will be caused by us humans. Human error is the weakest link in our cyber armor. Given this somewhat bleak outlook, how do we better protect our organizations and employees from being the next victim or causing the next cyber attack? As phishing is one of the primary ways cyber criminals get into an organization, it is a good starting point on our quest to keep our organizations cyber safe. So what is phishing and how do we stop it? Phishing is the malicious attempt of a bad actor to gain access to a network or our data using email, text, voice, or other forms of communications. Phishing can take many forms, including spearphishing, whalephishing, vishing, and smishing. Let's break some of these down. Spearphishing is one form of phishing and causes some of the most common and successful cyber attacks. According to the same Cisco cyber report we mentioned earlier, 65% of those data incidents were caused by spearphishing. Spearphishing uses email to trap a user into clicking a link to either download malicious malware, harvest credentials, or just gain some more information about someone. Usually it's a little bit more personalized. Meet Donna. She has ordered 5 packages from a reputable online shopping company and is excited to get those packages. She is working when she receives an email telling her a package is on its way, but she needs to confirm the address by clicking a link in the email. She clicks the link and is directed to a page where she enters her credentials to what looks like the organization's website and thinks she confirms the delivery of a package she had purchased there. However, a cybercriminal had used that email that looked official and the website with a very similar login page to harvest her credentials. He did that by using publicly available hacking tools and an email address that had an extra dash in the domain, so it all looked legitimate. The hacker can then use those credentials to gain access to her account or cause other cyber incidents. Another form of phishing is whaling. Whaling takes advantage of higher level staff at an organization and uses the credentials of that staff to convince employees to provide more information or download malware. Meet Will. He has been working hard at a presentation all day when he gets an email from what looks like the CEO of his company asking him to send 10 $1,000 Visa gift cards to a certain email so he can close a deal with a customer. He gives it a second look. The email says the CEO is in a meeting and he needs those gift cards to close a deal, so it looks okay. The email indicates a sense of urgency and Will wants to please his boss, so he buys the gift cards using his corporate credit card and sends them to the email provided. Then he texts the CEO letting him know the gift cards are purchased. The CEO is not happy. His email was spoofed and now the organization is a victim of a cybercrime. So the question still remains, how does an organization and individuals remain more cyber aware and not click those emails? How would our examples, Donna and Will, be able to determine the legitimacy of their emails? In both examples, the emails used a sense of urgency to convince the users to click the link in the email. We're excited to get our packages or please the CEO, and cyber criminals are going to take advantage of that urgency to make you click on an email that you may have not done otherwise. Here are some ways that could have better prepared Donna and Will to not click and report the email to their cyber team. One of the top phishing awareness companies out there is KnowBe4 Training. We use them for some of our content and they suggest a stop, look, and think strategy. First, stop. When you receive an email, stop. Don't click, just wait. Next, look. Patiently read the email through, and if it asks you to click a link, be very careful to do so. Finally, think. A good tip is to never click a link in the email. Most often you can find the same information if you log into your online account, but if you do need to click a link, you can copy the link and paste it into an empty document. See where the link goes by examining the content of the URL and make sure the website does not contain an extra dash that may indicate a spoof of that domain. It is important that your organization regularly trains its users on finding threats, like the examples given above. Another good strategy is to have regular cyber training that your employees can review to be able to identify phishing emails. Another strategy that we use is regularly sending out simulated phishing emails that are not malicious but look like some emails that a bad actor would send. This trains our employees to identify threats and report them to our cyber team. It is important to choose a partner that understands how to protect your data. At DoorNetWorks, we get it. That is why our employees are regularly trained to understand how to be cyber safe as we are working hard to protect our customers' data. For now, stay cyber safe.